Welcome.
Hello, my name is Amelia. I'm an associate at Teller Clark. I'd like to begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land we are meeting on and where this project is located, the land of the Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung and Bunurong Boonwurrung peoples. As architects, we have a responsibility to work towards improving the interconnected relationships between the built environment, land, human and non-human life. At Teller Clark, we're focused on how architectural design has the opportunity to utilise locally sourced materials and manufacturing processes which can thoughtfully respond to place and have an enduring, long-lasting quality. We believe that creating a sense of address and connection to place is essential to producing meaningful and long-lasting design. Traditionally, rammed earth is a material adopted on single residential and public projects. Hurstman is unique, being one of the only multi-residential buildings in Australia to adopt rammed earth. This project thoughtfully responds to context and celebrates the process and material opportunities of rammed earth. The project is located on Hurstman Street in Malvern East and consists of 39 apartments. It is located within walking distance to the commercial and retail precinct along Malvern Road and various transportation, social and recreational amenities. 3 residential blocks were amalgamated to form the site. The design responds to the residential character and garden setting of Malvern East, as well as mediating between various other land uses in the area. Malvern East has a predominantly residential character. However, the site also is adjacent to a commercial precinct with varied building heights and typologies. Mixed-use zoning, Darling train station and railway, Monash Freeway, East Malvern Parkland and Gardens Creek. Hurstman Street is characterised by its rows of large plane trees along its nature strips and its immediate residential context of Californian bungalow typologies. The challenge of the brief was to define the building envelope with warmth and permanence usually seen in small-scale residential design and respond to the textures and familiarity of its residential context. With its warm vernacular tones, the use of rammed earth provided a material opportunity to contribute permanence and longevity within its local context. In contrast to traditional concrete precast panels, rammed earth has a range of environmental benefits, and we were interested in how this material could benefit a multi-residential project. Using less cement and locally sourced hill granite, the material has a low embodied energy with low maintenance requirements, embedded thermal mass properties, and is a non-combustible material. The rammed earth columns in the perimeter of the building provided a vertical rhythm to the street interface and assisted in reducing the overall visual bulk of the built form. The mass of the building transitions from a commercial to residential interface through a series of landscape terraces. Landscaping by Eckersley Garden Architecture reflects the generous garden setting of Malvern East. The landscape was designed to complement the textural material palette and provided dappled shading to the interior spaces. The footprint of the building allows for future growth to both existing and new landscape, encouraging canopy growth to expand over time. Through the use of informal paving and planting techniques, the project was designed to evolve over time and integrate itself into the surrounding landscape. The apartments are arranged in a U-shaped configuration to maximise northern orientation and views to the surrounding landscape. Generous terraces are formed along the northern perimeter of the building. The rammed earth columns are located on the southern and western facades and denote a true representation of the planned layout. It was an important brief requirement that these apartments could be identified from the street as individual residential homes. A sense of address for each of these homes was established through considered proportions of glazing, balcony openings, planters, and a grounded presence of the rammed earth columns. Involving the client in the material research and investigation of rammed earth from the outset was critical to the success of this project. The team undertook site visits at Earth Structures, a locally owned business in Mansfield, who sourced earth from the Victorian Highlands. Due to the site's soil conditions and access constraints, in situ was not a suitable construction method. This instigated a collaborative design process with the client, builder, manufacturer and structural engineer. As the project progressed, the design evolved through ongoing dialogue and design workshops. The panels are constructed with cast rammed earth on a steel frame with bolts holding the panels to a primary structural steel ladder. Manufacturing the columns off-site in Mansfield provided the added benefit of consistency, quality control and efficiency of installation on site. The built outcome reflects the design development process and positively contributes to the surrounding context and natural landscape in Malvern East. The architecture which sits behind the columns is deliberately restrained to celebrate and hero the rammed earth. The construction process is revealed through the expressed bolts and joint lines. An entry arbour frames the arrival into the building and creates an intimate arrival sequence. The interior spaces connect intimately with the rammed earth, columns and views to the surrounding landscape. The interior palette celebrates natural materials and the internal spatial configurations prioritise natural light and views. The success of this project developed from building strong collaborative relationships between the client, manufacturer, builder and consultant team. This enabled the project to transition and retain its design intent from concept design through to visualisations and completion. Through a collaborative process, we are proud of how the architectural language reveals its unique material and construction techniques.